Hey, what is up you guys? I'm James from Reptiles, and in today's video we're going to be going over all the stuff that's been going on with my ball python project. If you've watched the first two episodes, this is how to make $1 million breeding ball pythons, and the end goal is to make $1 million and have $1 million, I guess is how you would put it, because you make $1 million, but if you're putting it all back in, you don't really have it. So this is how to make it and how to have it. So a couple things I want to go over. This document, I'm probably putting it on screen. If not, you're just going to listen to me talking about it. Bought a couple rodents, bought a couple rodents, bought a couple rodents. So that was like $12.50 worth of rodents. It was like weans and smalls. For the most part, my snakes eat. If they didn't happen to eat it, I still paid for it, so I still put it on the budget. But if they didn't eat, I did euthanize it and put it in the freezer, and then I can, feed it to a different snake on a different day. I can thaw it out. But the one big purchase, I did get that male. It's probably the thumbnail. It's an awesome white snake. He's right here. So he's a proven male. He's bred before. A customer at work purchased him along with the baby, along with a female baby from him. And my boss purchased him for $700 and didn't really know what to do with them, kind of was having issues with him eating, and sold it to me for $200. So I got a really good deal on this proven male. Like I said, he doesn't eat well, but he's an adult male, so it doesn't really matter. So currently we are at negative 841.25. That is very large, but it's not gonna get, well, now I'm gonna include the price of an incubator, but I'm not really buying an incubator. I have an incubator, but something you guys would have to buy, and it's probably gonna cost about $350 for you guys. For me, it'll probably cost me about $100 for 2 clutches. So after that, let's say it's $350, so we're looking at $1,200, and then you're looking at heat mats, which I haven't added yet, and then which is probably another $440, and then you're looking at rodents. So we're looking at ending the year right around, everything off, we're looking at around 1,300, and that's not including taking care of the babies. And we're also out of bedding, so if I need another bag of bedding to replace something, that goes on there. So it is starting to level out. Like I said, the big one still is the incubator. But let's take a look at this snake. Let me move my computer over to the side. So I did pair him first with the pastel because she's massive, and I paired him for about 24 hours, and I got a lock. About 12 hours in, he locked, and he was locked for about 12 hours. And then last night, right before bed, I put him in with the Spider Mojave, and we have a lock. So this is him. I'm just leaving him in there. Like I said, if they're doing it, they're doing it. I don't know a whole lot about ball pythons. I'm just going off of what people tell me. My friend did say leave him in for a couple of days. If he locked, he locked. I'm gonna move him in with her for a day. Then I'll probably take him out for 2 days, try to feed them all. Then I'm gonna put him back in with the pastel, maybe 2 days. We'll see. It all depends. And again, we are moving very shortly, so everything's kind of up in the air about what the timing of it's all going to be and how often I feed for that week. But I really can't wait. So one thing I want to look at, let me put these guys back. So I want to look at the trait combinations, but first I also want to talk about, I have Steve up there. I've had a normal female in the past, what I thought was a female. I wasn't 100% sure. But other than that, like, let's say I didn't have ball pythons, which I pretty much didn't for breeding aspect. I jumped into this about 3 weeks ago, and if you had a savings of $1,500, $1,000 to $1,500, I'm sure you could do differently. You could get cheaper snakes, this and that. Less gene snakes, I should say. Maybe not cheaper, but if you jumped into this with that much savings, in 3 weeks you could literally be breeding snakes. So these are just things to think about. Everyone does say You know, it takes a lot of time, and it really does. You know, I breed other animals for a living. It literally takes years to make a profit. I think I just more than broke even last year with the leopard geckos, and I plan to make good money this year, but I plan to put it all back in. So ball pythons, like I said, this year probably break even, and then we'll probably go back under for a little bit, and then the next year we'll go up, and we'll slowly just kind of go up and up. But I want to, let's see if I can open MorphMarket. I think MorphMarket has a calculator. But let me also, I should screen record, huh? How do I do that? Alright, so I believe we're screen recording. So we're on MorphMarket. As you can see, we're logged in as me. My inquiry, I responded 100%. And somewhere in here, there's a calculator. Let's see, browser stream cell, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Privacy logo contact. Maybe it's under ball pythons specifically. I probably passed right by it too. You guys are probably yelling at me. Some of these names are so stupid, but they're so like what is a Wookiee? Hold on, let me check this. Oh, here you go, calculate. I don't know what Wookiee is, but by itself it looks like nothing. I love stripes. Okay, let's go to calculate. So parent 1. So this will be my male. Always put male as the parent 1. Super fire. Pastel. Pinstripe. And parent 2, we'll start with the first girl, pastel. And so these are all the odds. So obviously nothing will be normal. The worst we could produce is a fire because the male is a super fire. I'm loving these 25% odds. You know, a fire, pastel, pinstripe would be awesome. Dragonfly, that's a cool ass name. These are all really cool names actually. Fire pastel. I'd like to see what some of these will look like. Okay, those are pretty cool. Obviously there's a lot of pied mixed in. And that is one of the goals. I know I was talking to someone about it in one of the comments. The goal is to start with co-dominance. Whoa, that's really cool. Just because those are the easiest adults to find. And then, you know, we can, you know, start with those and get the process rolling, and then we can add recessives in. This kind of looks just like the other one. What genes were those? So this is just a super pastel version. Okay. And fire pinstripe. I'm hoping has a stripe because that's these are dope. Xanthic VPI fire pinstripes. So with that, with what is this? Probability single gene counts. So this is really awesome, honestly. You know, I can change what the order everything is and all that stuff. So if you want most genes at the top, you can put it here. If you want what your percentages are best, you can put in there. So let's change this. Let's get rid of her, and we'll put Spider Mojave and calculate. That's gonna be different because, again, everything will be fire. Like look, we have a lot more odds. So this is where it gets interesting because it'll be hard to tell a lot of these apart. Fire spiders, I know those are kind of cool. Yeah, look at that. Look at these. Look at these. Fire pinstripe spider, firing pin spider. Those are cool. Alright. And now it's hard to tell a lot of times because what are these black ones? There's none of them available. Fire, Mojave, pastel, pinstripe, spider. That's the ultimate gene. So honestly, this is the one I would keep, a dragonfly Mojave. just because it has all the genes but spider. So if I produced a male one of these, I would definitely keep it. But that's gonna be it for the video. It wasn't too crazy, but you know, we have our first trio, which is what I wanted. I wanted a trio. We have most of the stuff we need to get going. Like I said, we need an incubator, and we need to pay for rodents, and then we need to take care of the babies. So the incubator is a big purchase for a lot of people, but the first year you don't even need a big one, honestly. I have one down there that I was gonna sell. It's probably $80. Maybe I'll just write that instead, because that's what you guys would need for the first year. But nevertheless, we do have that all white snake, which is awesome. And all right, well, that's about it, honestly. Next week's probably not gonna be too exciting. I'm probably just gonna be adding a couple more rats to the what do you call it, to the budget expense report. But we are moving next week, so there might not be, you know, if there is any videos next week, it might just be a ball python update video, which won't even be that long. We'll see. You know, I'll try to make time for it, but nevertheless, I'm James from James Reptiles. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. All that definitely helps out. And make sure to hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, JamesReptiles@gmail.com if you have any questions. I am on MorphMarket, and I will see you guys in the next video.